Lucky Sumz Lottery Software by Pivot Point Research, Inc. Video 1, Part 1, Lucky Sumz Basics. In Video 1, Part 1, we're going to learn how to upload Lucky Sumz software to Windows XP, Vista 7 and 8, how to load your state's historical draws data, what are cycles, what are lottery cycles, and each unique lottery cycle's combination breakdown. Video 1, Part 2, Tally Page Quick Start. Even though I highly recommend watching the rest of the video series first, along with learning the benefits of each unique cycle for the best results, once your state's data has been loaded, I designed the tally page to show almost all Lucky Sumz overdue lottery cycles on a single page for a quick review. This information was meant to be used as a shortcut to quickly start using the software as you learn from the rest of the videos. In Part 2 of this series, we're going to learn how to quickly locate your state's overdue cycles on the tally page, how to combine several overdue cycles within our position generators, and how to reduce your bet combinations to a manageable number. In Part 3 of the series, Lucky Sumz Notebook, Scan Tools, and Generator Basics, we're going to learn how to find any state's hidden minimum to maximum lottery cycles using our unique scan tools, how to use the notebook cycles tracking pages, how to stack your odds by using only our tally page cycles, which will be a review plus expand on what we already learned from the last session, and how to generate winning combination using the position generators. Our last part of the series, which will be Part 4, is called Putting It All Together. In Part 4, we're going to see several actual step-by-step examples of how each of the parts of Lucky Sumz work together and help produce forecasts for any state's overdue lottery cycles. Lucky Sumz Introduction, narrated by me, Robert Giordano, President and CEO of Pivot Point Research, Inc. All copyrights to this video series is exclusively owned by us at Pivot Point Research. Also, no part of this video can be copied or reproduced without prior consent. Hello, my name is Robert Giordano, and I am the President and CEO of Pivot Point Research, Inc. Since 1995, Pivot Point Research has been in the business of uncovering hidden stock and commodity market cycles dating back to the early 1800s with surprising results. What I found was most stock and commodity market cycles could periodically be isolated, timed, and forecast with a high degree of accuracy once the main cycles were found, understood, and properly tracked. Due to this discovery, we developed our first cycle tracking software called GANGrids Ultra back in 1999. Over time, we found GGU gave our clients a significant statistical edge to stay alive and actually profit from over the years. This was done by incorporating several unique cycle tracking functions not found in any other software around at that time or even today. Since I found repeating cycles did in fact work in this and other areas of research, the main goal for the development of Lucky Sumz was to create a specialized software to help increase its users' ability to scan, track, and hopefully forecast any state's statistical and numerical cycles, just as we had done for our stock market clients. But how? Well, I found most Pick 3 and Pick 4 lottery players usually draw random numbers from dreams, hunches, birthdays, anniversary dates, license plate digits, social security numbers, and others with unfortunately very little success. The reason for this is that the odds of actually picking winning combination by guessing or personal numbers alone is 1 in 1,000 for a Pick 3 straight bet hit and 1 in 10,000 for a Pick 4 straight bet hit. With this in mind, I felt there had to be a better way of choosing groups of numbers that had higher hit ratios than by guessing alone. After years of research and testing, I feel I have uncovered several important clues hidden within the law of repeating cycles. What I discovered was when we have a limited group of digits, the law of repeating cycles tend to stack in favor of repetitions. In other words, over time, random lottery draws will produce unique groups of cycles that repeat over and over again when properly understood and tracked. I call this the minimum to maximum draw cycle concept. A few good examples of this law would be the random numbers thrown by a pair of dice. Since 2 dice can only produce a 2 through 12, equaling only 11 possible outcomes, most, if not all, outcomes should repeat 1 or more times within, say, 100 throws. The same with roulette wheel spins. All potential outcomes are 1 through 36 with an additional 0 and double 0 slot, equaling only 38 possible outcomes. Most, if not all, outcomes, again, should drop one or more times within, say, 500 spins. By keeping track of the average frequency between repetition to repetition, you can get a general idea of what numbers or groups of numbers are statistically overdue. Now, with Pick 3 and Pick 4 lottery draws, we found after backtesting thousands of random draws over multiple states, the same type of repeating cycle phenomena at work. Once we started tracking the newly found lottery cycles with Lucky Sumz, then adding each into our unique combination generators started revealing almost magical Pick 3 and Pick 4 forecasts when each cycle was understood and combined at the correct time. Though we couldn't predict the exact numbered outcome down to a single combination, we could, however, establish which cycles or digits were most likely to repeat based on our unique minimum to maximum cycle scans, thus dropping its users' odds at times down from 1,000 to 1 for a Pick 3 straight bet hit to under 50 to 1, and from 10,000 to 1 for a Pick 4 straight bet hit to well under 150 to 1, and even lower for box bets. Based on this, Lucky Sumz was found to actually give its users a statistical advantage over guessing alone. Important. Please keep in mind Lucky Sumz is not a fortune-telling program throwing out the day's hot picks or numbers, but was designed to be a fun and entertaining way to better understand and track any state's statistically overdue lottery cycles. This software was also not intended to be a means to gamble, but was solely built with the intent for researching the laws of repeating cycles. For this reason, I have included several easy-to-follow step-by-step videos explaining just how to use our Lucky Sumz software's notebook, scan tools, and combination generators to their maximum potential. Once Lucky Sumz is fully understood and tested, I feel its users will never look at random lottery cycles the same way again. If its users do, however, decide to take it upon themselves to gamble, Pivot Point Research, Inc. will not be held responsible for losses of any kind. Load in Lucky Sumz to your PC. Once the download link has been opened, you will be taken first to our User's Agreement page. After adding the required information provided within the purchase package, an agreement read. If terms and conditions are agreed upon, check Agree, then click Continue. Once Continue is clicked, you will then be sent directly to our Lucky Sumz download page. Loading your state's historical draws data. Step 1. Go to our Lucky Sumz Yahoo web group located at the following address. Step 2. Go to the File section on the left and open, depending on your purchase, be it the Pick 3 or Pick 4 Lucky Sumz state files. Step 3. Once open, choose your state's lottery by double-clicking on that state's abbreviation. Step 4. Copy all data by left-clicking your mouse and highlight all data from top to bottom, then click Copy. Step 5. Open Lucky Sumz Notebook. Step 6. Click on File, then click on Create, Modify, then File, New. Step 7. Once open, choose Edit, then click Paste. This will load all data into the software in the correct ASCII format. Step 8 is an important step. Once data has been loaded, the final step is to add one extra data line at the end of the file in the following format: double-digit month / double-digit day / 4-digit year, comma, be it a day or evening draw, and then another comma. Then click File, Save As, then enter the name of your file. Once your data has been correctly loaded, the first page to load will be the tally page. The top left column of the tally page will show the date of the last draw on file, the drawn combination, and if it was a day or evening draw. The second column will show the upcoming draw's date, be it a day or evening, with the number column left blank. A complete tally page review will be given in a later session. What are cycles? A cycle is a periodically repeating event or sequence of events that reoccur in predictable patterns. Cycles can manifest themselves in several ways: in time, as trends, and in numerical repetitions. The idea of cycles has been around for thousands of years as a curiosity. However, it wasn't until people realized their actual potential did they start becoming powerful tools in forecasting such things as best times to buy, times to sell, when to plant, when to harvest, and even when to hunt. However, it wasn't until the late 19th to early 20th century that cycles became an interesting way to increase one's statistical and numerical odds when playing games of chance. Such games include cards, roulette, craps, stock market timing, and even random lottery draws. For more information, Google W. D. Gann, Edward R. Dewey, Jack Gillen, and R. N. Elliott. Several cycle examples. Time cycles. The Earth's 24-hour day and night cycle, 365-day one solar year cycle, the cycle of the 4 seasons, 29-day new and full moon cycle, and daily tidal flows. Business cycles. In business, we can include weather-related cycles such as summer and winter cycles of clothing and sportswear purchases, planned vacation and travel trip purchases, and seasonal holiday preparations. Number cycles. In numerical repetition cycles, we can include the frequency of random numbers rethrown by a pair of dice over a set amount of throws, the frequency of roulette wheel numbers redropping over a set amount of spins, blackjack's card counting statistics, and our unique lottery minimum to maximum draw cycle concept. What are lottery cycles? Lottery cycles are individually tracked groups of numbers found after breaking down each historic lottery draw into much smaller components. Each component is then backtested using historical draws data to isolate its average minimum to maximum draw frequency between repetition to repetition. This average frequency is considered a lottery cycle. Once an individual lottery cycle's minimum to maximum frequency has been confirmed, it can then be used to statistically reduce the number of bet combinations from any state's pick 3 or pick 4 draw, while at the same time greatly increase the odds of producing winning combinations. Lucky Sumz 23 tracked lottery cycles. Lucky Sum, Lucky Root, Lucky Key, Lucky Front Pair, Center Pair, Back Pair, First Position, Second Position, Third Position, Fourth Position, Double Digit, Triple Digit, Quad Digit, Non-Double Triple Digit Cycle, Odd Digit, Even Digit, All Odd Digit Cycles, All Even Digit Cycles, Repeating Digit, Non-Repeating Digit, Personal Number Scans, Date Scans, and Front 3 Root Cycle Scans. Odds advantages for each of our 23 track cycles. The first cycle we're going to be talking about is the Lucky Key Digit Cycle. A lucky key digit is an actual digit from 0 to 9 overdue to appear within an upcoming pick 3 or pick 4 draw. Single key digit straight bet combinations for a pick 3 starts at 1,000 combinations. Using the 0 through 9 as one of your keys drops down the odds to 271 combinations. For a pick 4, we start at 10,000 combinations. Using again the 0 through the 9 as one of your keys drops down the odds to 3,439 combinations. The next cycle we're going to be talking about is the Lucky Sum cycle. A lucky sum value is a value derived from adding together all 3 or all 4 drawn digits from any state's pick 3 or pick 4 lottery draw. Each lucky sum's total can only range between 0 to 27 for a pick 3 and 0 through 36 for a pick 4. A few lucky sum examples are: if you add together 3 zeros, 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals a lucky sum 0. 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals a lucky sum 27. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, or quad zeros, equals a lucky sum 0. Quad 9 equals 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals lucky sum 36. 3, 4, 7 equals 3 plus 4 plus 7 equals lucky sum 14. 7, 4, 4, 5 equals 7 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 equals lucky sum 20. Same with 9, 7, 3 equals a lucky sum 19. 1, 8, 2, 1 equals a lucky sum 13. And 3, 2, 2 equals a lucky sum 7. Now, to take it one step further, taking for example the pick 3, as we start with 0 plus 0 as a lucky sum 0, 0 only has one potential outcome. A lucky sum of 1 has 3 potential outcomes. Lucky sum 2 has 6. Lucky sum 3 has 10. All the way up to lucky sum 13, which has 75 potential outcomes. Then, as we start in lucky sum 14, it goes in reverse, down to lucky sum 27, which again only has 1 outcome. The same with the pick 4. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, or quad 0, only has 1 combination. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, again, only has 1 combination, because it's a lucky sum 36. Now, this goes all the way up to lucky sum 18, as lucky sum 18 has 670 potential combinations. As we go into lucky sum 19, it drops down to 660, all the way back down to 36 again, which only has 1 combination. The next cycle is the lucky root cycle. Since no number can reduce past the 9 digits without repeating, a lucky root value is a value derived by adding together all 3 or all 4 drawn digits from any state's pick 3 or pick 4 lottery draw, then reduced again if necessary down to a single digit. A few lucky root examples would be, just like we were talking about before in the lucky sums, 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals a lucky sum 0. But it's already reduced to a single digit, so the lucky root is also 0. Now, 9 plus 9 plus 9 is a lucky sum of 27. However, the lucky root, when added together down to a single digit, would be 7 plus 2 equals a lucky root of 9. The same with the quad zeros. Quad zeros equals a lucky root 0 and a lucky sum 0. Quad 9s equal 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals a lucky sum 36. However, when added down to a single digit, it's a lucky root of 9. 347 is a lucky root of 5. 7445 is a lucky root of 2 because the lucky sum equals 20. 2 plus 0 equals 2. So, reduced to a single digit, the lucky root is 2. 973 is a lucky sum 19. But when reduced again to a single digit, it gives you a lucky root of 1. 1821 is a lucky sum value of 12, which is a lucky root of 3. And 322 is a lucky sum of 7 and a lucky root of 7. Taking the lucky root one step further. The lucky root straight bet combinations for a pick 3, root 1, has 111 combinations. So each individual root from 1 through 9 has only 111 combinations. But however, root 0 only has 1 because a root 0 can only be 0 plus 0 plus 0. So again, it only has 1 combination. For a pick 4, root 1 has 1,111 combinations. The same for root 2, 3, 4, all the way to root 9. So each individual root narrows down the bet combinations from 10,000 straight bet combinations to 1,111. The next cycle is the first position digit cycle. Just as the name implies, a first position digit is an actual digit from 0 to 9 appearing in the first position slot within any state's pick 3 or pick 4 lottery draw. Each chosen digit reduces straight bet combinations down from 1,000 to 1 to 100 to 1, and from 10,000 to 1 to 1,000 to 1. The same with the second position, third position, and fourth position digit cycles. The next cycle is the front pair root cycle. A front pair root is an actual single digit from 0 to 9 found after adding together the first 2 digits of any state's pick 3 or pick 4 lottery draw, then reduced to a single digit. A few front pair examples would be 0, 0, 0, which would be just the first 2 digits added together, which would be 0 plus 0 equals 0. And the quad 9s, which would be just a 9 plus 9, which would be the front pair 18, added together again, which would be a front pair 9. 3, 4, 7, which would be just the 3 and the 4 added together, which would be a front pair 7. 4, 4 would be a front pair 8. 9, 7, which would be the front pair 7. 1, 8, which would be the front pair 9. And 3, 2, which would be the front pair 5. Now, front pair root straight bet combination for a pick 3 reduces the 1,000 bet combinations down to 110 combinations for each individual front pair root from 1 to 9, and root 0 has 10. For the pick 4, it reduces 10,000 straight bet combinations for each individual root from 1 through 9 to 1,100 combinations, and root 0 down to 100 combinations. Next, we have the center pair root cycle. A center pair root is an actual single digit from 0 to 9 found after adding together the middle two digits from any state's pick 4 only lottery draw, then reduced again to a single digit. In quad zeros, we add together the two center zeros, so 0 plus 0 equals center pair 0. In quad nines, we add together the two center nines, equals 9 plus 9 is a center pair 18. Reduced again, which would be 8 plus 1 is a center pair 9. 9, 3, 4, 7, add together the 3 and the 4, gives you a center pair 7. 4, 4, 4, 5, add together the 4 plus 4, would give you a center pair 8. 2, 9, 7, 3 gives you a center pair 7. 1, 8, 2, 1 will give you a center pair of 1. And 4, 3, 2, 2 will give you a center pair of 5. Now, center pair roots reduce straight bet pick 4 combinations from 10,000 combination to only 1,100 combinations for each individual root, except for root 0. Root 0 only has 100 combinations. Next, we have the back pair root cycle. A back pair root is an actual single digit from 0 to 9 found after adding together the last two digits from any state's pick 3 or pick 4 lottery draw, then reduced to a single digit. A back pair root example would be in the 0, 0, 0, which would be adding together the two back zeros, which would be a back pair 0. In quad 9, we would add together the last two nines. 9 plus 9 equals back pair 18 equals a back pair 9. 3, 4, 7, add together the 4 plus the 7 gives you a back pair 11. Add together to a single digit gives you a back pair 2. 4, 4, 4, 5, add together the 4 plus the 5 gives you a back pair 9. 9, 7, 3, add together the 7 plus the 3 gives you a back pair 10. Added together gives you a back pair 1. 1, 8, 2, 1, add together the 2 plus the 1 gives you a back pair 3. And 3, 2, 2, add together the 2 plus the 2 gives you a back pair of a 4. Now, the same as the front pair and the center pair, a back pair root reduces for the pick 3 1,000 combinations for each individual single back pair root to only 110 combination, and the pick 4 reduces from 10,000 combination down to only 1,100 combinations for root 1 through 9. Root 0 again has 100 combinations for a pick 4, and root 0 for a pick 3 only has 10 combinations. Now, going on down the line, we have double digit draws, a draw that has two of the same digits within it. There are 28 double digit straight bet combinations for each pick 3 digit from 0 to 9, and 523 for each pick 4 digit from 0 to 9. Double digit draw cycles, which is a draw that has two sets of different digits within it. There are 270 double digits straight bet combinations for any pick 4. Triple digit draws, which is a draw that has three of the same digits within it. There are 10 straight bet combinations for the pick 3 and 360 for the pick 4. Quad digits, which is a draw that has 4 of the same digits within it. There are 10 straight bet combinations for any pick 4 draw. Non-double, triple, or quad draw, which is a draw that has no repeating digits within it. There are 720 combinations for the pick 3 and 5,040 for the pick 4. Next, we have the odd number draw, which is a draw that has an odd number in the last position. There are 500 odd straight bet combinations for pick 3 and 5,000 for the pick 4. Even number draw, which is a draw that has an even number in the last position. There are 500 even straight bet combinations for the pick 3 and 5,000 for the pick 4. All odd digit draw, which is a draw that has all odd digits within it. There are 125 all odd straight bet combinations for the pick 3 and 625 for the pick 4. And all even digit draw combinations, which is a draw that has all even digits within it. There are 125 all even straight bet combinations for the pick 3 and again 625 for the pick 4. Now we have repeating digit draws, which are draws that have one or more digits repeating from the previous draw. Non-repeating digit draws, which are draws that have no digits repeating from the previous draw. Lucky Sum, we have also included personal number scans, which find dates when your favorite combinations came out, and a date scan finds draws which came out on specific dates. Now, the last cycle I want to talk about is the front 3 root cycle. A front 3 root is an actual single digit from 0 to 9 found after adding together the front 3 digits from any state's pick 4 only, and reduced, if needed, down to a single digit. Now, what we basically did in Lucky Sums is that we have included a function in our pick 3 version that you can include the pick 4 from any state and drop it into the pick 3. However, you need both sets of software. You need the pick 3 and the pick 4 to run this function. And what it basically does is that it adds together the front 3 of the pick 4 and eliminates the 4th position digit. So technically what you're basically doing is you're pulling out the front 3 just as you would be looking for the front 2 pick 3 root scan. In this case, you would basically be pulling out the hot pick 3 roots in the pick 4. Sounds a little confusing, but actually it's a pretty powerful tool. And later on we're going to show several examples of how this tool actually works in reducing straight bet combinations for the pick 4. It's actually pretty amazing.